Friends.
Hi, ladies.
Hey everybody, please tap the live and share it out to people. Please and thank you. Hey little mama. Hey Jenna. Hey Autumn. Hey Kaleidoscope. Welcome in everybody. Hey genitalia baby.
Hello, everybody.
Hey Melody. Everybody meet Bugs.
Bug.
Yeah, we need to do a poll. I thought Bugs was a male all this time, and it turns out it's the exact opposite.
Fooled
Hey
you all.
Melody. Oh, Birdie, just say you want the big box already, girl.
Put me in that big box, yeah.
Well,
Hey,
she's got
Hobo.
good stuff.
Bugs has got a lot of information to share with us tonight, y'all. Jennifer, I am being friendly right now. I can't guarantee what the rest of the week's attitude will be. Hey, Jama. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey, Jama.
Hey, Scott Martin. Hey, Benji. This is Chip.
Drachenfels.
Yeah, I have a hard time with his last name, Drachenfels. He is the topic tonight. Hey, Cindy. Hobo, I'm gonna block you. I am friendly. Yep, Kaleidoscope, his story has not changed.
In how many years?
4 or 5.
I
Hey,
can think of
Theatra.
5.
Hey, Jules, I see you sharing the live. Thank you. Tishy wishy, I get it, girl. We all have those moments. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. Welcome in, y'all. Please tap and share so more people can learn about this dude and his. A recap at 11 p.m. Adam, it depends on if that's Central or Eastern time. Hey, TikTok Burning, glad you're here. Everybody, if you will, tap Checkmate's box. When you got to pay attention and tap it like directly on the profile pic, or it's going to say live creator cut off gifts for this. Hey, Blue Eyes. Well, that's true, Amber. I don't sleep.
I usually stay up late at night and scroll through TikTok.
Hey, Miss Bev. I think Chip and I have on the same shirt.
Oh, God.
Checkmate, can you
Hi,
move
y'all.
this?
I'm sorry. Tap the screen and share the live, please. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you. I'm sorry, what?
Can you move the sticker when people are clicking on the box? The sticker is interfering. Thank you.
We want everybody to be able to tap your head.
She's so dang bossy.
Sorry.
I mean, not coming in, hey, hello, how are you? Move the sticker.
It ain't got no gas in it. Just
It ain't got no gas in it.
Hey, Rhodey. Y'all tap the
Just
screen and
move
share the
it.
live, please.
Hey,
Let's get some
Rhodey.
more people in here.
Yeah, we need more people in here to learn about this guy, because he's something.
Adam Hush.
Fallon is hard tonight. She has her moments.
She's had a rough day. All right, y'all. Let's talk to the mods. Mods, make sure you don't block anybody. You know the rules. If they're getting crazy, out of hand, just mute them. Everybody be respectful. Mods, make sure you talk to people. Welcome them in. Try to answer questions if you can. This isn't a very well-known guy, so you may not be able to answer questions. So with that being started, I'll hand the floor over.
How do you want me to start this?
However you want to start it.
Well, it's been about 4 years ago I first noticed Chip here on TikTok. He was living in Minnesota. He had a house. He's married, has 4 kids, but only has 3 that live with him. At the time, they were living in a house. I didn't know at the time it was Section 8 housing. He was on here asking for help with water bill, gas, groceries, and so forth. Then it's he sort of like disappeared from my For You page. And I didn't notice him here until a couple months ago. And then he came back on my page, showed up at least, and was starting to beg again. That's when I noticed him again. And I thought, well, I'm going to start investigating and see what's going on. Since that time I first saw him, he lost the house, which was a Section 8 housing, so it was HUD. They got evicted. Bertie has the proof of that. I don't know if you want to bring that up.
No, Miss Muffy, you have to tap on my box to make the taps count, please.
After he got evicted from the house, they moved into a homeless shelter. And in that time, he has not been able to keep a job. Since I have known him on TikTok here, he has not been able to keep a job. How do you want me to bring up about the oldest child as to why maybe he can't keep a job?
As long as it's not too descriptive, more on him and not the child itself.
Chip owes back child support on his oldest child, and I figure what it is that they are garnishing his paychecks, and maybe that's why he doesn't keep a job. I'm not for sure. But Freddie has to proof up about the back child support and how much he owes. I'm trying to think. I don't want to, say too much and not know.
I think you're fine. Just go ahead and talk on, what you know. Just start from the beginning to go.
He has since moved to the state of Washington. He moved out there because the homeless shelter kicked him and his family out because I guess they couldn't stay there any longer. He moved out all the way out to the state of Washington. He has been out there for a couple months now. He was living in a tent. Somebody just recently gave him a fifth wheel camper. Keep in mind, people, this is him, his wife, and 3 kids in a 1-bedroom camper. He just started a job, supposedly, that we know of. He begs almost every day not every day. I would say at least once a week or twice a week. So he never goes live. All he does is make videos.
Yeah, he's not really one to go live. He does make quite a few videos, though. I mean, and it's usually the same thing. Hey, guys, I hate to have to do this.
Yeah. He says, I hate asking, I don't want to ask, but can somebody help me with gas or food? Now, I do know that they do get food stamps, and it was quite a bit. I mean, it was like 1,100 because there's 5 of them. Now, his wife does not work either. I have never known her to work. It's always been him saying he's starting a new job for delivering. Now, I know a lot of people don't go off the app to get information, which I do. I investigate everything. He has 5 different social apps. He goes on Facebook, TikTok, there's Instagram. He has a YouTube channel and a Clapper, and all which he has asked for money. So who knows how much he's actually getting off all these apps. And I do know last year he had a GoFundMe, which he got over $20,000 on one GoFundMe. Then he had a give, send, and go.
Hey, Bugs, you gotta slow down a little bit because she can't keep up with the screenshots. So
okay, I'm
you
sorry.
have to give her time to put the proof up so people can actually see it.
Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome. I knew you were.
Why, guys?
I knew you were struggling a little bit there, my little feathered friend.
If you see the arrow where I put that's the GoFundMe. Now, before this GoFundMe, there's a lady on here. I'm not going to say her name, who loaned him $300. Loaned him, not gave him. At the meantime, he got a GoFundMe going and got this 20-some thousand, and he never paid her back. He said he forgot. Now, to me, how do you forget somebody loaned you $300? It just does not make sense. But since then, now, like I said, he moved to the state of Washington. They were living in a tent. He was begging for help. He now supposedly has a job. This Friday, he gets his first full paycheck, he said, and he plans on paying people off.
And he says that he's not going to beg anymore.
That's what he says.
I mean, how many times have we heard that?
But yesterday, he got a new car, which I don't know how he got, for somebody that's only been on a job for maybe a month.
This will be his 3rd full week, so.
How does anybody get a newer car, even though he said it's a 2019, that's never held down a job?
Yeah, his credit has to be shit with a work history like that, knowing people. So how do you get something like that?
Cassie, we're talking about Chip Drachenfels. He is a beggar on TikTok. This dog's gonna get on my nerves. Sorry, y'all.
Well, to me, and how did he get the money for the taxes for the car? He had to have a down payment. I mean, some car lot agent is going to give somebody a car and say, here. He said his down payment was only $100, which I don't believe. I've never heard of a car dealership making you only have $100 for the down payment.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know, right? Like, if it's even a new, it didn't even look like a new car to me,
No,
honestly.
he said it's a 2019.
No, but it doesn't even look like it just came off of a lot.
No, it looks
I
like
mean, it's dirty on the inside. There was stuff on the inside. It wasn't clean for him just bringing it home.
no. And yesterday when he put that video, he was begging for gas money for the car that he just got.
Yeah, he did say he didn't have to make a payment for 3 months, which is so. I am an avid switcher of cars. Like, I do it quite often, and I've never ever had the option to not pay for 3 months, and I have excellent credit.
Well, I have bought new cars too, and most dealerships, when you buy a car, they fill your gas tank up for you.
Yeah, mine's that is
Yeah.
true because mine is always full.
Yeah, you never get a new vehicle like that and not leave with it over 3/4 or full. It's
Yeah.
just like a little perk they give you every single time. But people
Um,
keep on asking. They're thinking that this may be his mom's car that he's showing. Do you know anything about that?
his mom supposedly passed, like I'm saying, supposedly passed away here about a month ago. Now, she lives in Minnesota, and he's in Washington. He didn't even go to her funeral.
I bet he'd get there to get that vehicle if it was given to him, though.
Yeah. But he also has enabler. Her name is Gigi Mimos. She lives out there in Washington.
James, we can't blow the screen up, the screenshot any bigger. Screenshot it yourself, and then you'll be able to blow it up. But this right here says $1,940 raised of 2.2K.
This is Chip Drachenfels. I see people are asking.
Well, they're asking who Ernest is because it says Ernest Drachenfels.
That's his
Yeah,
real name.
that's his real government first name.
Yeah, Ernest. But he goes by on TikTok. He goes by Chip Drachenfels.
Yeah, I just go by Ram. My real name is Rammer.
Now he has the car in two vans. The first van was originally his that broke down. The second van that was given to him, and now this car. So he's got three vehicles. Now I do know the first van that he originally has, the first one, was not actually in his name. It was in his mom and brother's name. That's why I'm wondering about this car, if it's actually his.
Guys, if you can't read this picture, let me know and I'll read it for you.
Or you can screenshot it and blow it up.
Or that too, once again.
No, he only has actually one GoFundMe. Now,
So he has the one now that he has set up for like 2K, but he got the 20K last year, correct?
yeah,
Okay. So this is the second one.
yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, besides him. Oh, and another thing that I noticed when I was watching his videos, I scroll when he does videos. Somebody's always mentioned to him about, he needs to get a CDL. So I went on his Facebook and looked, and supposedly it was here years ago he got his CDL. I'm sure Bruce has that up too. Here it is, yeah. So is this another lie?
So he's recently said that he does not have a CDL.
Well, somebody in the when he made a video not too long ago asked him, said, "Why don't you go get your CDL?" He goes, "I'll look into that."
Oh. Do you have
So
a
when I went
screenshot
on
of
his,
that?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a screenshot of that?
No, I don't. But that's why I brought a screenshot of this. This came from his Facebook, in case any of his followers are in here. That shows this. That supposedly he already had it.
I wish you would have screenshotted that other one. Oh well, maybe we can go back and find it.
Yeah, I'll go back and look on one of my other accounts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. If anybody has any questions, please ask.
So this is a person that doesn't appear to have any addiction issues. This is just a person that is just lazy, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think that he has any kind of addiction. He just, he don't want to work. He wants everybody to support him.
I do know he smokes cigarettes.
Okay, well that's costly.
Yeah, him and his wife both.
When somebody wants to know if his kids go to school or are they homeschooled, or do you know?
I do not know. He says they are in school, but we do not know. Now, they do live in a campground, so I don't know. And
Yes.
somebody paid that campground up until next May.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. Somebody said in the comments. And y'all got to remember that camper is not that big. And for 5 people, that is definitely a fire hazard.
And it's not a new camper. It's been damaged. It's been wrecked or something. He showed that.
Birdie, can you put his picture up while we're just chatting, please? So people will know who to look for.
Thank you, Birdie.
I mean, if y'all go to his page, he has numerous videos asking for money, asking for tires, asking for. I mean, I don't think there's anything that he hasn't asked for.
He's asked for cleaning supplies for the camper. He's asked for people to pay his phone bills.
Somebody asked if his wife was disabled or she just doesn't work.
He says she's disabled, but she's not physically disabled, so she does not work either.
Yeah, I've never seen his wife or even his children in his videos, so I don't really want to speak on them because I don't know. I've never seen any of them.
His wife won't come on his videos or in his live when he does come live.
Hey, Sunshine.
Now, he did move to Washington with another family from the homeless shelter that they were in Minnesota, and they got a place on their own. So he's no longer with them. So my question is, why would you move from Minnesota, where your family is, all the way across the country, more or less, to where you know nobody and had no jobs lined up, no housing, nothing set up?
Yeah, he acts like he moved there for all these opportunities, and then he gets there and he's like, oh, well, there's nothing available. Y'all just
Yeah.
help me.
He said he's called the Salvation Army, he's called all these places, and nobody will help him. So why would you move? That, it boggles my mind.
Yeah, Cindy, I don't know that there's any pets. I really haven't dug deep into him yet. But in what I've seen, I have not seen pets. But that doesn't mean there is none.
They did have two cats that he supposedly found homes for when they were in Minnesota. That I don't have proof that he found a home, but they no longer have the two cats.
Yeah, TikTok brain. I seen that video. I was hoping.
They all say, well, this is just help me this one last time, guys, and this is it. This is the last straw. I'm not going to do this anymore. And yet, what do you see the next day or even sooner? The same behaviors.
Yeah. Now Chip does also have a record. He is a convicted felon.
So, Bugs, I don't mean to cut you off, but someone's asking about the wife's record in the chat. Did you want me to put that up so you can talk
Yeah, if
about
you
it?
want to.
Fallon, are you with us, girl?
I'm here.
That's great. Check IG.
Okay.
This is the only thing that I found on her, which was a domestic violence situation. I looked up the records. It doesn't say what it. There's nothing about it. It just shows this. Cause like I don't want to come, like I'm being pushy or nothing. But when I follow a beggar, I investigate everything. Anybody that knows me knows that.
So, Bertie, if you will put up Chip's picture really quick for me. So, in the event that Chip is on the outside, because Bugs did a really good job of posting his picture and inviting him to this live tonight, because we wanted to let him know that we would be talking about basically over a decade of Chip begging. Chip uses God, his kids, his so-called disabled wife, which she is not. She is fully able-bodied. Both of them have the ability to be able to work. And once again, his problem is his mouth. He likes to get on there and use his enablers for everything. And it is from any type of array of gas, food, a car part, to cleaning supplies, to you name it. He has begged for it. And it is because he always gets exactly what he wants because he's so manipulative in the things that he says. But there's always an umbrella for everything, right, guys? So, Chip, if you're on the outside, the fact that you use so many things to beg and manipulate people and emotionally manipulate to get what you want because you're not man enough to go and get it yourself is pathetic. And the fact that there are billions of people who struggle with mental health and you use that as a crutch to go after people's heartstrings to get money is more disgusting than anything else. But knowing that people have mental health issues like agoraphobia, or there's people out there that actually go out and bust their butts because they have to actually push themselves to do it, even if they have to pump themselves up every day, every morning to go out into the world with mental health issues. The fact that you use this stuff to manipulate people for money is disgusting. I can't say that enough. And there's so many people in here that know that when you manipulate people for money, it's going to come back tenfold. But the fact that you don't even have the chest to come on here and go live and beg for it, but you're on all these plethora of apps begging with your sad sob story is worse than anything else. Because there's not a place for people like you, but you go and you manipulate more people, which is probably the reason that you moved across the country with, like Bug said, no contacts, no anything, because it's kind of like when people move and you start your story all over again. So you've got all these states that you can move to so you can go and start your whole bullshit over again, and people hand you things because your mouth is so good. And you basically, like any sport, any baseball game, any football game, any where there's practice. So you've practiced your craft of emotional manipulation to people because you've always gotten what you want. Just like you've done with Gigi Meemaw, your main enabler. I don't know the connection there. I don't know if she co-signed a car for you or if she paid a large down payment for it and she just said, oh, Chip, it's okay if you just pay $100, because there's something there, right? There's something there that you've done to manipulate your people, your enablers, into thinking that you work so hard and that you try so hard and you just can't catch a break. Right, Chip? So I would love for you to come in from the outside and come in here and take a box and face Bugs, who's done a hell of a lot of work. There's other people who've known about you. And just because you fly just a little bit under the radar because you're not live all the time, but you're on here with your pathetic little story. There's now currently a Reddit with Chip. And I encourage you guys to go over there and check it periodically for any type of information that Bugs is going to continue to talk about tonight. The GoFundMes, the thousands of dollars in which he's got. Screenshot the Reddit address and go and drop your thoughts whenever you watch some of the videos that you see from Chip. I see throughout the chat that there's a lot of people who know about Chip, and there's not really one centered depository to be able to share stories. I encourage you to go over to the Reddit. Go on Bugs's page. There's so many videos there that is good information. It's just not getting out. And communicate with each other through the Reddit. I've only seen Chip periodically through TikToxic couples _2 on the Reddit. But now that he has one designated page, go over there, drop your thoughts, do your research. There's a lot of things that we can't bring to TikTok. Bugs already mentioned that she goes through and she looks at everything. Like Checkmate. Checkmate doesn't go off the app. She uses their words. Myself, if you have a digital footprint, I'm putting it out. If I can find you, it's coming. If Bugs can find you, it's going to be here. And again, there's some things that aren't going to stay on TikTok because TikTok isn't going to allow it. Reddit is a free-for-all. Put that information out there, communicate with each other, and let's shut down some of these enablers with the truth.
And if anybody has any questions, please message me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed.
Hey, Bug, can you comment in the chat so that people can follow you easier?
Sure.
Yeah.
How do I do that on live?
You can go down into the chat and just put a bug or just put an X or an emoji in the chat so people can follow you and find your page to get caught up on a Chip.
There we go.
Yes, Hope. This is his Reddit page here. It was just created by a very kind person who said that they go around and make snark pages for people that we're seeing on TikTok. And this person made one for Chip because he seems to be not going away. After a decade of begging and manipulating people using God, his kids, his so-called disabled wife, and just basically using mental health as a crutch to beg people. And I can't even imagine this Gigi Meemaw, the way that she pumps him up in comments where someone asked if he got a new car and she's like, yes, he did. And I'm so proud of him. Hook, line, and sinker, y'all. Whatever it is that's going on the back end between him and Gigi Meemaw, I have a feeling that it's going to take a lot of proof if she hasn't already been messaged by hundreds of people. And some of those people are just so easily manipulated. It's your grandmothers, your mothers, your aunts who are so lonely that they feel like just having their name shouted out in comments, or if, God forbid, he has her email address or her phone number, how they're communicating off the app. There's no way that just based off of a video that people are clamoring to his comments saying, how can I help you? he is messaging people off the back end. And if you come across anybody that has any information, please contact Bugs or go to the Reddit and start putting screenshots up. Because the more that we can talk about him, the more everybody gets buzz and talking about him. And the hundreds of thousands of dollars on a GoFundMe that he made based off the fact that this grown, able-bodied man has these kids and an able-bodied wife is once again disgusting.
Well, another thing is too, he got this $20,000 and couldn't rent a home, couldn't rent an apartment. They were living in a motel when he got this $20,000 and he blew it.
Joey, not hundreds of thousands. He got $20K off of one GoFundMe alone and nearly $3 off of another one that's been taken down.
And I don't know about any other ones that he has had and probably taken down. I mean, it's sad that when you know his family has nothing to do with him. His family just more or less ignored him. They won't even help him anymore.
Yeah, when you have no family and friends helping you, that is a huge, huge red flag that you've done a lot of stuff in the past to burn them.
Yep.
You know, it's so irritating to know that someone has paid for lot rent through May of next year. That means that someone has had some type of relationship with them. And he talks about how he's probably used up, he has no family, but he's probably used up all these family members, like Bugs just said, because he's used up all of his and burnt his bridges because they've just got tired of supporting a freeloader. And which is probably another reason why he had to move. So any of those stories that come out, Bugs has been working with people that actually know Chip. And whenever those people get contacted, maybe encourage them to go to the Reddit and write their testimony on what they know about Chip. But foster that relationship so you guys have continuous conversations about Chip. Because when we stop talking and we stop communicating about people like Chip, then we just allow them to get away with the emotional manipulation of good people.
Yeah. I mean, you look at his following. He's got over 70,000 followers. So look at how many people.
We can't really go off followers because a lot of people buy followers, views, likes. So you don't even know if those are actual people. So
Yeah, if you look at the following and then at 70K and then he only has like maybe 10 likes on a video and 3 comments, that's awfully suspicious. Or if you see a lot of comments up under videos that are like, hi, friend me back. I can be your friend. I need to send you a message. Somebody that obviously doesn't speak English firsthand, a lot of times those are bot accounts.
yeah, you can buy followers.
Yeah, Hope. A lot of people go on Etsy. I'm sorry, Checkmate.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
A lot of people buy followers, likes. You can supply and demand. If people want something, there's going to be somebody selling it.
Yep.
Welcome in, Mark B.
You guys are the ones that will be able to slow this money train down. When he talks about everybody send me $1 and let's get this thing started, or just if everybody could do this. And again, it is, I have no doubt in my mind that he bird dogs certain people that come in that start asking questions. If you have to go in there, because I can't tell you guys to stay out of there because I'm in there looking for enablers. But if you must go in there, don't interact. There's no reason to boost his algorithm, to push him out to people, to watch his videos all the way through. You know he's begging. I mean, that's just it. Go to Bugs' page. She'll always have his videos on his latest BS that he's going to be begging and emotionally manipulating people. But like it, share it, and talk to people in the comments. Tell them, even if you're just putting that there's a new Reddit on Reddit and the address so they can go and find the truth. The more that you boost the awareness on Chip, the easier it's going to be to make sure that people know who it is. How many people in here didn't know about Chip? And that's one of the reasons why we're here tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, more posting, reposting. Go record his videos and put them on your pages. You know, the more people that see him, the more it's going to slow down his money flow.
And it's
People have,
easy. Oh, I'm sorry, checkmate. Go ahead.
That wasn't me, that was Bugs. Go
Oh,
ahead,
sorry,
Bugs.
Bugs. Go ahead.
that's okay. I was getting ready to say, he's gotten a lot of support for too many years. He's flew under the radar, nobody's caught him. You know, like I said, when he came up back up on my For You page here a couple months ago, it's when I really started digging into him. Nobody else has posted him, and he's begging all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Chip for a while. I just have never really covered him. But
Yeah.
he definitely needs attention because he is getting quite a bit of money on the back end and from his videos.
And even if you're not able to go into, he rarely goes live, but he is in his videos. Y'all pay attention to people like Gigi Meemaw who are in his comments cheering him on. There was a comment the other day on one of his videos where it was a recording straight from his video onto Bugs's page, and a person sent a heart. When you see people like that, a lot of times flip-flop enablers will get caught that way because you're actually on an awareness page. You think it's his page, and then you're sending encouragement or you're sending a heart. Message those people. But it just needs to be where it's kind and you're not telling them what to do, because ultimately if they're going to give money, they're going to give money, but don't give them reason to spite you and say, well, you called him a fat, lazy slug. Well, it really has nothing to do with what he looks like. It doesn't have anything to do with his looks. His insides are dark. He's lazy. Yes. Call that. Clock it every single time, because you've been doing this for over a decade and you still can't get your shit together, Chip, because you're lazy. There's nothing wrong with calling you lazy. But using God, using your mental health, using your kids is wrong. You can absolutely put that on the comments.
And go through his videos on his TikTok and look. Scroll all the way down to see where he started.
Exactly.
You can see everything.
And just because he's not as well known to some of the, he's not the Jordan Paul or the Beth Osbornes or the Tim and Angela, he is one of those that consistently gets money based off of emotional manipulation. And, write down the top 3 things that you know about. You know that he's gotten a lot of money off of a GoFundMe. He is emotionally manipulating people. He has got these enablers wrapped around his finger because of his mouth. He's been doing this so long, it's second nature to him now. So he has no motivation whatsoever to ever go and get it for himself. Those things are all true. But then for everything else, send them, tag the enablers. You don't even have to communicate to them if you don't like. Just tag them in Bugs's information. If you make a video and you want to tag his name, put hashtag and then Chip. So that way his name shows up when people start researching him.
Or send people to my page.
That's right, Sammy. Lots of lazy people. Lots and lots of lazy people. You guys are the best idea generators for the things that we need to do. I don't understand how somebody like Chip can make a video and then continue to maintain begging on here when he gets on, and I can't stand for that dude to say, well, guys, I'm back again and not doing too great. And then he goes into what it is that he needs. And to see people in his comments fawn over that, he's doing something somewhere else, other apps, Clapper, Twitter, wherever it is he's doing it, and he's just recycling the same old BS. If you follow the Reddit, it will allow you to know when there's new comments, new videos, new something posted. We can't come on here and we can't speculate things, but you can speculate on the Reddit and ask questions. Why did his wife have a mugshot? I happen to see that. Why? And people will tell you, because we're not as hardly sanctioned over here on TikTok. We're basically under an iron curtain here in TikTok. But you go over to that Reddit and you ask the questions that need to be answered, and I promise you people will get back to you.
Exactly. And he uses his kids as the way to get money too.
Yes. He's never going to go out and get it for himself if he doesn't ever have to be put his back against the wall to do it. And if he's not going to do it for his own kids and wife, why the hell should anybody else? Bugs, I want to thank you for doing all the hard work that you do. All of you for liking, sharing, and continuing to bring awareness to people that we wouldn't normally see. You're the reason that awareness works. Go follow the Reddit. Go follow Bugs' page. Continue to get this stuff out there and talk to each other about it. So let that dude's name be all over the app.
Share the videos. Repost my videos.
Yes. I promise you there's other people that do this stuff in Facebook. They do this stuff in Clapper. They do it. We're just the subject matter experts over here on TikTok because we know that how easy it is for people to scroll into a live where he's sitting there talking about his mental health or using God as a crutch to be able to get money, playing on people's faith so he can swindle more people. If you see an enabler or somebody new that you don't recognize in the community, tag them in a couple of videos. Allow them to see the proof. And if they continue to go over there and give him money, at least they know. Does anybody have any questions? Bugs, thank you for all the screenshots, everything that you got, Birdie, and we're able to put this up. I hope this generates some type of leverage so people know who Chip is. I know that they've seen him. Before I did any kind of digging on him, I had always seen him. I just didn't know what his thing was. Like, what was it? You know, you have people who come on here like Tim Nash and lie about cancer or being an Army vet or losing a leg. And they're known for that. So I wanted to know what Chip's thing was. What is it? And he's using God. He's using mental health. He's using his kids. He's using anything he can to emotionally manipulate people into giving him money. But the bottom line is, if he doesn't want to do it for his kids, he doesn't want to do it for his wife and himself, nobody else should either.
Exactly. Somebody asked in the comments why he got kicked out of HUD. Because he wouldn't pay his rent.
You know, just watching Lisa Richard, how long it took for her to get kicked out of HUD and evicted after years and years and years. You can only imagine what it must have taken for him to get kicked out of Section 8 HUD housing. And he was probably hardly paying anything at all for rent. For him to get kicked out, it had to have been pretty bad.
Yep. Well, he never keeps a job.
He clearly doesn't want to own up to his own responsibilities based off of the amount of back child support in failing to pay for a child that's his. Nothing and anything that he's going to be held accountable for, he's going to look like he's going to tuck his tail and run. Just like you did tonight, Chip, because I'm sure you're listening on the outside and you're not man enough to come in here and face any of us with questions. And it's not like we're going to attack you. You were invited. You even acknowledged what we were talking about tonight. That just shows, once again, you're not man enough to take care of your children, your wife, or yourself, and you're damn sure not well enough to come over here and answer questions like a man would. Bugs, did you have any closing thoughts?
If anybody has any questions or has any information, you can message me. But please, please quit giving these people money.
I agree. They can work. We all work. They can work. So if nobody has any questions, nobody wants to come up in a box and ask questions. Bugs, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think I've probably said everything I can think of.
Was this your first live, Bugs?
Yes.
You did a great job.
Oh, you
Thank
did
you.
awesome, Bugs.
A little fast in the beginning, but very informational.
Yes. And you're
You'll
just
get better.
yeah, and you're just a queen at research. The chat that you dumped all this stuff in for us to go off of, great job. Great job, Bugs.
Thank you.
And this will be on YouTube if anybody missed it or wants to go back and watch it. I will post it.
I appreciate all you guys so much. Thank you. Checkmate, thank you for the privilege of your platform to be able to get awareness out on people like Chip.
And I want to thank you guys too. Thank you for having me up here.
Of course. That's what awareness is about, right? Working together.
Exactly. Somebody said in chat he once claimed he had a water bill for $500 a month.
Jeez.
Yeah, without proof, I mean, I really
Yeah.
can't really speak on that because I don't know.
You know, and if that's a question, then go over to the Reddit and ask that question. Does anybody know about, did anybody catch the clip? Did anybody catch the video? Did you see something written about a post that he made begging for money for a water bill saying it was $500? It could just be that that's a dry beg. And
Or
then
it
if you want
could
to go
be
through,
overdue because he hasn't paid it in a few months.
yeah, that's a good point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm glad you said that because I wasn't thinking about that. But those kind of things can be put up on the Reddit and have a discussion about it. So somebody's going to come through with that information. And that's just one more thing that we can root out and bring to TikTok and say, here's the receipt. Somebody went and found it. Of course, we'll do all the redactions because we're not about doxing people. But if he's going to lie about it and we can refute it based off his own words, let's do it.
Yeah, so if anybody please go follow the Reddit page. If you have any information on him or videos, please go over there.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming in tonight.
All right, well, if nobody has anything else, we're going to close out the live. Hopefully we can get some more on him and have another live about him sooner rather than later. So I hope everybody follows all the creators in the boxes because they do put in a lot of time to do these lives. And be watching for videos as we have a live hopefully tomorrow night. And this is going to be a big one.
Yes, everybody be on alert. Set all your notifications to click the little bell and set them to all, so because nobody wants to miss what's coming up. People's eyes are literally going to fall out of their head. It's crazy. Because that's one thing we're going to do, no matter who it is, no matter how much good that they perceive that they're doing. If you're doing some jacked up stuff, then it's going to be exposed if it can be proven. Because we're not going to put anything out there that cannot 100% be proven or seen with a receipt.
We should be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. It's going to be a big live. A lot of information is going to come out. So make sure you follow everybody so you don't miss it. But we will drop videos tomorrow. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow night.
See you all tomorrow.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, mods. I appreciate every one of you.
John Boy, it'll be on this platform, right, Checkmate, or are we doing...
Well, you'll see my light go up, so as long as you see any of our lights on, for the live and you're following us, you'll see us. None of
Yeah,
us are
just look
private.
out. Look out for a video to be posted. Checkmate always posts a video when she's going live.
So we will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a great night.
Good night,
And if you have
everybody.
any questions, just give us a message. Good night, y'all.
Good night.